Hey guys, before we start this video, I just wanted to say that the places I'm talking about in this video do not include Guanacaste, okay? When I'm talking about the Pacific side, I'm talking about south of the whole Guanacaste region area. There's a whole other can of worms that we could talk about with Guanacaste and beaches and secret beaches, maybe for another video, but in this video, I'm not even going to include that area, so don't write me in the comments like, okay, on to the video. What's going on, guys? I'm Mike Dean with First Step Travelers. Okay, so today, real quick video. I'm out here in Costa Rica. Might as well talk about it a little bit, all right? So it's a bit noisy. I'm in the middle of San Jose in the hostel, so forgive me. But today, we're gonna be talking about 4 places, if you're headed to the Pacific side of Costa Rica, that you're gonna wanna check out. Now, this is just my personal opinion, of course. You know, feel free to dispute it in the comments, but we're gonna count down this list from my least favorite to my most favorite. And I'm gonna give you reasons why, pros and cons on each location, and why I think each one deserves that place. So, starting out with number 4, which is Manuel Antonio. Now, don't get me wrong, none of these places I dislike whatsoever. I enjoy every single one of these places. But I put Manuel Antonio in the last place because it's a bit more touristy than the other location. But let's talk about the good first. Manuel Antonio, the beach is absolutely beautiful. An incredibly breathtaking beach, lots of sun, there's a lot of nature around, and there is a lot to explore. Spending a couple days in Manuel Antonio is not a waste of time whatsoever. You're gonna have a lot of sunshine. Playa Bizons is nearby. If you like to snorkel, you're gonna see a lot of marine life while you're snorkeling. And overall, you're just gonna have a really good time. The place is great, and if you've never been to Costa Rica and you're going to the Pacific side, you gotta check this place out. Now, I will explain some of the things that aren't necessarily terrible, but that aren't the best. One, I will say I enjoyed the national park. However, it's not the most amazing thing I've seen in Costa Rica by far. It's kind of expensive to get inside, and once you're inside, you do see wildlife, but the hiking there is just so-so. To really see the wildlife, you have to get a guide, which is kind of expensive. And once you're done with the hike, you go out to the beach, which is absolutely beautiful. An amazing beach, however, it's not somewhere you can stay the entire day, because once the park closes, you have to leave that beach. You can, however, go out to the free tourist beach out there and hang out for the rest of the time. Also, the actual main town that Manuel Antonio is nearby, Capos, is kind of hard, well, not hard, but more annoying to reach. If I want to go buy groceries because I'm trying to save money and not eat at the tourist restaurants all the time, you got to take a bus all the way down this long road, get into town, hope the grocery store's open, get your groceries, take your groceries back on the bus all the way back up. It's inconvenient. It's not the worst thing ever. It shouldn't stop you from going, but it is a con. And lastly, like I said, it's way more touristy. Just tourists all over the place are headed there all the time. If that's a problem, if you don't really care and you just want to be a tourist, I mean, you're gonna enjoy it. I don't dislike this place at all, but like I said, it does have its cons, but it does have snorkeling. I had a ton of fun snorkeling out there. Moving right along, number 3, Domical. Domical is basically the surf town of Costa Rica. Everyone goes there to surf, everyone goes there to camp out on the beach, everyone goes there to live that Pura Vida life. It's like a free-spirited little town on the Pacific side. You're really gonna enjoy your time here. The people are gonna be really friendly. The hostels are relatively cheap, and it's just that kind of free spirit, free love, free flow town that you wanna go and hang out at. Not to mention, there's a cool waterfall nearby that you can go and take a bus to, kind of spend the day and enjoy the day there. Now, the cons, I would say, of Domical. Number 1, the beach isn't exactly like the most beautiful beach you're gonna see in all of Costa Rica. I wouldn't even put it up in the top 5. It's just the beach. This can be a pro or a con. If you surf, you're gonna love it here. If you don't, and you just wanna try surfing or something, once you've done it, it's kind of like, now what do I do? The only other real thing to do is kind of hang out on the beach, which isn't the best beach, and go to the waterfall or go to other beaches near Domical. Like I said, this place is great. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying I have to be honest on both sides, pros and cons. I still had a great time there. It was fun. I got to surf. I got to hang out and party on the beach with everybody. You know, if you want to camp in Costa Rica, it's a great spot to do it because every night everyone's out on the beach camping. So definitely a good place, but That's why it's number 3 on my list. All right, number 2, Uvita. Uvita, man, is breathtakingly beautiful. Like, this is the most beautiful beach in Costa Rica, in my opinion. I mean, you're walking out on this long stretch of beach that goes on forever, and literally as you're walking, it looks like you're walking on glass, how light reflects off the beach. And not to mention the world famous whale tail that's out there that you can go walk along. An amazing place. If you are allergic to the sun, there is not a lot of shade out here, so be prepared for that. This is something like if you're on the Pacific side, you gotta see this place. It's not hard to get to. You can take like a $2 bus from Domical if you're staying in Domical. Get dropped off at the Marina Ballena National Park, which is the Uvita beach, and you can go see it. It's $6 to get in. Go check it out. It is like mind-blowingly beautiful. And if you go in the right time of the year, which I believe is July, you can actually see whales out in the ocean swimming around. Funny enough, while you're on the whale tail. Absolutely worth going to see. And since it's so close to Domical, you can actually go up to the waterfall as well and have fun there for a day. Well, for the con, it's kind of like a one-time thing. Once you go see it, it's beautiful, and that's all there really is. There's really nothing else around. You go see the Marina Ballena National Park, and then you're done. That's why I would give this the number 2 spot. Probably one of the most beautiful beaches I've seen in my life, but once you see it, what else can you do? Number 1, Drake Bay. Woo! Drake Bay. Drake Bay is one of the most awesome places you can go in Costa Rica. So far, I would say it is my top place I've been in all of Costa Rica. The reason I think it's so great is, number 1, honestly, not a lot of people know about Drake Bay. Drake Bay is kind of secluded. Even to just get there, you have to get to a very small town called Sierpe and take a boat through the mangroves, crocodile-infested waters, all the way out into the ocean to loop around and then come back in to the bay. You can take a road there if you're driving a car, but it is a long route around you have to go through to get there. So it's like a small village of people who like know and love each other, and then a couple tourists who come in and enjoy the Pura Vida lifestyle there. And not only that, there's just so much you can do in Drake Bay. Hiking the coast is absolutely beautiful. It's a 3-hour long hike. Well, it's longer than that if you want it to be. On the way, these dogs will come and meet you and then just walk along with you. It's like the craziest thing ever. And it's not like we prompted them to do it. They just saw us and they said, hey, let's go hiking. And we hiked 3 hours with them each way. You can go snorkeling, and the name of that island, Isla de Diablo? No, Isla de Caño? I'm gonna correct it around here somewhere.
Isla del Caño.
But they take you out in the boat, you go way out there, and you will see some crazy marine life jumping off the boat, swimming down. Man, you see a lot. It was beautiful. Definitely not something I would miss. Corcovado, the national park, something, I did not get to do because our time was short there. But this is supposed to be like one of the best national parks in all of Costa Rica, and I have never heard anyone say anything bad about it. You can take a 2-day trek into this national park and see all kinds of crazy wild animals at day and night. Regardless, you're gonna see crazy wild animals anyways. Like, I saw anything you could think of on the trail. Parrots, monkeys, anteater, lizards, snakes, and that was just walking on the free trail. And at night, man, you can see the stars. I couldn't record it. They didn't do justice trying to pick it up in video, but the stars are beautiful at night, and you're right there on the beach. You know, it's just that Pura Vida life, man. You will definitely enjoy it. Now let's talk about the cons. Obviously, number 1, it takes a little bit of time to get there. And it can kind of be a hassle, you know? If you really don't know what you're doing, and if you don't, watch my guide on how to get to Drake Bay. But if you really don't know what you're doing, it can be a problem. I think while I was trying to get to Sierpe, the town, to take the boat into Drake Bay, no one told us this, but we got to the bus stop to take that bus. You had to buy your bus tickets way back before. Just make sure you buy your bus ticket at the station and not try to buy it on the bus if you're gonna head down to that town. That pretty much goes for all of Costa Rica. Number 2, like if you get seasick and you don't want to take a freaking boat into this town, like I can understand why that would be a con. You know, it is a bumpy ride. Once you get out into the ocean, you're jumping over the waves. It's a bit of a bumpy ride. It might make people a little sick. I could definitely get that. And number 3, there's really like no nightlife whatsoever. So if that's something you're young and interested in doing, you're not really gonna find it here. In Manuel Antonio and Domical, you will find nightlife. Here, you're really not gonna find anything. Just a couple people sitting on stools drinking beers. That's about it. So those are my 4 recommendations for the Pacific side of Costa Rica. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you want to fight about it? Let me know. If you know someone going to Costa Rica, share this video with them. It could be very helpful. Definitely like the video because it can be very helpful to me. So my videos can actually rank in the YouTube search algorithm, which they don't. It's a problem. And if you want more videos like this, subscribe. That's all I ask. I mean, it's just a click of a button. It ain't gonna hurt. Put your questions about Costa Rica down below. Do it. Do it. Put it below. I'll answer them, alright? Stay safe. There's a pandemic going on, guys. Stay safe, alright? I don't know why I should even be the one talking. I'm the one traveling across the globe right now. Merry Christmas, too. I'm not going to be around for Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. Love you guys, alright? Stay safe. And remember, guys, more of the world coming to you. It's all about that first step.